will sort a system. A third example. Here two smooth cylinders A and B, each of diameter 400 millimeter and weight 200 Newton, rest in a horizontal channel having vertical walls and base width 720 millimeter as shown in the figure. Find the reactions at P, Q and R. So here given two spheres, each of diameter 400. So I mark this radius as 200 mm. So this also radius 200 mm, and they are resting in a channel. Both sides vertical and this horizontal side, and the base width of the channel is 720 millimeter. So now to find out, and the weight of the cylinders, both the cylinders have weight 200 Newton. Both cylinders have weight 200 Newton, and the diameter of cylinder is 400 millimeter. Diameter of the cylinder is 400 millimeter. You are asked to find out the reactions at the contact points RP, RQ and RR. Find the reactions at the contact points P, Q and R. So such problems we have to first of all draw the free body diagrams of the two bodies one by one. Then consider the equilibrium equations. Let's first consider the upper cylinder A. Consider upper cylinder or upper sphere. Here two cylinders in the question is means upper cylinder A. You have to draw the free body diagram. In order to draw the free body diagram, it should be freed from this contact surface and it should be freed from this ball. We have to remove this ball as well as this surface. So draw the circle. So at this contact surface, at that point R, there will be a reaction towards the center. At this contact point, there will be R1 acting towards the center, perpendicular to the surface, normal to this vertical surface. There will be a reaction R1. Then you have to mark the weight. Don't forget to mark the weight. The weight will be acting always. So if this is the center, the weight will be acting W1, or the weight of the cylinder will be acting vertically downward. The magnitude is 200 Newton. Then what about at this contact surface? This sphere B will exert a force, or there will be a contact pressure acting. If this is the tangent to the two surfaces, if this is the tangent direction, normal to that, this force will be acting like this. This will be perpendicular to the surface. This will be RB, or I will make this as R1, this I will make it as R2. So R2 will be normal to the tangent to these two surfaces. That will be acting in this direction. So these are the three forces. Now we have to find out the angles. Once we get the angles, then only we can make the resolution. So this is free body diagram of A. Free body diagram means it's freed of the contact surfaces. The second ball, that ball alone is considered, and we have marked the self weight acting from the center, and together with that you mark the contact surface reactions R1 and R2. Now, how to get this angle theta? If I produce this, how will you get this angle theta? Is there any way? Let us check this B. This total horizontal distance is 720. So if I, from here, if I draw a horizontal line, and if I draw a perpendicular from here, and from A if I draw a perpendicular like this, I want this angle theta. How to get this angle theta? Please check. How will you get that angle theta? This totally it is 720. This radius is 200. Here, from here to here it is 200. This much distance. This distance is 200. Here to here, this distance is also 200. The radius of the sphere. 200 plus 200, 400. If this is totally 720, what about the remaining? If this is 720, so this distance here to here, if A, I will mark it as A, I will separate it out. A, this point I will mark it as say C. B, of this BC will be, out of the 720, one radius here, one radius here. So 720 minus 400, this will be 320. And this AB will be 200 plus 200, 400. So this AB distance is 400 millimeter and BC distance is 320 millimeter. So this theta, I will get adjacent side, this is hypotenuse. So I can write cos theta is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Therefore from that we will get theta is equal to 36.87 degree. So this angle is 36.87 degree. Now for the upper cylinder, we can either make use, there are only three forces, so either we can make use of Lami's theorem or we can make use of sigma fx0, sigma fy0. So let me consider this. Considering this, here this is one horizontal force, this is one vertical force, R2 alone is an inclined force. So what about the components of R2? I can mark it like here in the center. This is W. This is R2. This is R1. And the angle which this makes with this R2 makes with the horizontal. If this angle is theta, then this angle is also theta. The angle which R2 makes with horizontal is theta. Resolving it, how can we resolve? R2 will be having two components. One will be like this, the other will be like this. So sigma F y is equal to 0, resolving the forces in the vertical direction. This will be R2 sin theta. This will be R2 cos theta. R2 cos theta towards right. I will take sigma Fy is equal to 0. If I take sigma Fy is equal to 0, R2 sin theta minus W is equal to 0. That is R2 is equal to, W is the weight, 200 Newton. 200 divided by sine 36.87 will work out to 333.33 Newton. So I got R2 value. Now for R1 we take sigma Fx is equal to 0. Consider sigma Fx is equal to 0. R2 cos theta towards right. R2 cos theta minus R1 is equal to 0. Therefore R1 is equal to R2 cos theta. So that is equal to R2 is here. Multiply with cos theta, we will get R2 is equal to R2 we have. So from this we are getting R2 330. R1 will be 266. So consider the upper cylinder. Draw the free body diagram. There are three forces. W acting downwards. R1 acting with this contact surface towards the center. R2 normal to the tangential point along the tangent, normal to the tangent to the contact surface acting towards the center. So the angle of R2 with x direction, angle of R2 with x direction, theta, this can be obtained. So this is theta obtained from the geometry of the figure. Then we have resolved R2 towards the center. We have resolved it into two components, and sigma Fy is equal to 0. R2 sin theta minus W equals 0 will give you the value of R2. Then resolving horizontally, we got the value of R1. So from the first one, upper cylinder, we have got the reaction at this particular point and reaction between these two contact surfaces. Now, in the question, this is not asked to find out. We are asked to find out this 3. So this is in between, we have got the value of R2. Now coming to the free body diagram of B. Free body diagram of B. Here also, the weight will be acting vertically downward. First of all, you have to mark the weight. Don't forget to mark it. The weight will be acting vertically downward at the center. Then, at this contact surface, from the ball A or from the cylinder A, there will be a reaction that will be nothing but the same as this. You can produce this direction. So, this will be the reaction from contact reaction from ball A to ball B. This is also R2. At this surface, there will be a reaction from A acting towards B. So this is R2. Both will be equal and opposite in magnitude. Same magnitude but opposite in direction. Then coming to this ball B, at this point P, at this vertical tangential to that vertical surface, there is a force which is, let me mark it as a R3. Then at this point there is contact. So at that point also there will be a force perpendicular to the horizontal surface. So perpendicular to the horizontal surface there will be R4. All these meet together at this point B. So considering this is called the free body diagram of lower cylinder B. Considering the free body diagram of ball, it has to be free from these two surfaces. So there will be reactions normal to this vertical surface, so this is horizontal. Normal to this horizontal surface, so this is purely vertical. W will be acting downwards, and at this contact surface there will be the reaction acting inward from the ball A. So this R2. So this R2 we have already solved from the first equilibrium equation of body A. So now see how many forces? 1, 2, 3, 4 forces are acting at one particular point. 4 concurrent forces are acting at one point, out of which R2 is known to us. So we have to apply only sigma Fx is equal to 0 and sigma Fx and Fy is equal to 0. We cannot apply Lami's theorem here. So consider this. Let us apply sigma Fy is equal to 0 first. All the vertical forces, the angle which R2 makes with horizontal is known to us already. R2 makes an angle theta with the horizontal. Sigma Fy is equal to 0. So vertical forces, what are the vertical forces? R4 minus W. W is, I will mark it as 200. R4 minus 200. What about this? This is an inclined force. It has to be resolved into two components. What are the components? this will be having two components. R2 is acting towards, so these are the two components. This angle is theta, so this is R2 cos theta, and this vertical component, that is R2 sin theta. So this inclined force R2 has to be resolved into R2 cos theta and R2 sin theta. So sigma Fy R4 minus W, this R2 sin theta is acting downward, so minus R2 sin theta is equal to 0. R4 minus 200 minus R2 sin theta is equal to 0, where this R2 value we have got from the previous step. R2 value was 333.33 Newton. So substituting here, we will get R4 is equal to 200 plus 333.33 sin theta is 36.87, sin 36.87. You got the value of R4 as 400 Newton. So by applying sigma Fy is equal to 0, R4 minus W minus R2 sin theta, that is equal to 400 Newton. Now coming to next equation, sigma Fx is equal to 0. Put sigma Fx is equal to 0. Solving the forces in horizontal direction, R3 towards right. Then what else? There is only one horizontal force, R2 cos theta towards left. R3 minus R2 cos theta is equal to 0. Therefore R3 is equal to, R2 is 333 cos 36.87 will give you the value 266.67 Newton. So the final answers, we have got all the values. Rp, what is Rp? Rp we have marked as R3. So reaction at point P is nothing but R3. R3 is 266.67. RQ is nothing but R4. R4 is equal to 400. And RR, reaction at contact surface at the point R is nothing but our R1, and R1 is 266.67 Newton. So when we deal with complex problems, the useful thing is free body diagram is very useful. We can separately consider each body is freed from all other bodies and mark the self-weight and other forces coming from the contact surfaces, the support reactions, the contact surface reactions, and consider the equation of equilibrium. Sigma Fx is equal to 0, sigma Fy is equal to 0, so that we can get all the surface reaction or the contact reaction components. Thank you.